Hey everybody, welcome to Sanctuary of Style. Obviously, we're not in the closet, we're not talking style, we're not talking beauty or anything like that. We're talking about something really important though. I'm here with my girlfriend Julianna again.
Hello.
And congratulations are in order, she got engaged yesterday.
I know, I'm
so
super
awesome.
excited, very excited about it. Completely caught me off guard, I had no clue, which I think is...
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed that, I appreciated that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, tell me, you've been married for 8 years.
Yeah,
right?
8 years coming up in February.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
I know.
That's a good time, I love that.
I know.
How do you make it work?
If there's 3 things that you can remember, first of all, never stop acting like your husband's girlfriend.
Yes.
It is so important. Women, for some reason, and especially when kids come along, I understand, you go into mommy mode across the board, and your husband does not want you to mommy him. So you really do have to keep the flirting going, the texting. Hey honey, I'm just thinking about you. He has to do the same thing. It just can't be the nagging, what chores have you done? Bills that need to be paid, and you know, that kind of thing that I think people just naturally go into. You know, do the sexy things, the fun things, and the flirty things, the things that you do now that he loves and admires. You know, women need to keep that going after you say I do. For some reason, so many people stop.
A lot of people don't continue with the hot dates.
Exactly.
We call them hot dates.
Hot dates. You got to keep up the hot date night.
I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, that's great. What else?
The second thing is, which is very important, is your spiritual life has got to be shared. And I know you're spiritual, and I know you believe in God. It really has to be the foundation of what you're building a family together now. And if you don't have that, I don't know how people do it. Maybe that's the reason why the divorce rate is what it is. But my husband and I have a really, really strong foundation. We pray together.
Absolutely, on all levels, like the physical, the spiritual, the mental, and you gotta have it. And the spiritual, whatever it may be, however you may do it, absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And as a couple being united, because you become one, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. So the spiritual life, you know, it just will continue to grow, and we've gotten stronger every year because of that.
I was recently actually reading a book, and the author was telling me that every couple goes through, you know, a certain amount of marriages actually in their one marriage.
Really?
Yeah, so you kind of like, you reinvent, you tweak, it's a work in progress, you know, you find ways to make it work.
Girl, you are gonna do so well at this. I'm telling you, no one gave me this advice at all.
But
we
it's
didn't.
true.
Yeah, you guys are gonna do great.
You know,
right out of the gate, you're gonna do great.
Well, we're on the same tune as being balanced. Like, that's the most important thing, because if you're not balanced as an individual, you're not going to be balanced as a couple.
So true. And the third thing is, all the books talk about it, Dr. Phil talks about it, everyone, it's communication.
I struggle with it. You know, I grew up not really communicating. I was kind of stubborn. So communicating.
Pushing down your feelings and not expressing yourself.
Yeah, you know, and I think to a degree, you know, a lot of us actually kind of do the stonewalling thing, and we just build up that brick wall, when what we really need to do is let down our guard, and we really need to be able to, like, you know, this is how I'm feeling, and this is where it's stemming from, and, you know, just acknowledge that.
I grew up in a family where you don't want to confront. I think most people are like that. Everyone has a fear of confrontation, so they just don't say anything. So what happens when you don't communicate is you keep logging those things subconsciously. They did this, they did that, and over time, you end up with 10 years of that. You resent your spouse so much that you hate them and you want to get a divorce. And I think a lot of people, if they would have just went to the person and said, you know what, this really pissed me off, or you really hurt my feelings, and I don't understand why you said this way, and when you do this thing, it makes me feel that way, and just getting it out in the open, and it might sting a little bit, that confrontation might sting, but man, it solves so many issues in the long run. We say, I just need a hug. Yeah. I don't need you to figure out my problems. I don't need anything. I just need for you to make me feel safe or whatever. And he's like, but you know, it's really difficult to hug a cactus. Yeah. Oh. You know, if I'm like freaking out. And over time, you know, we've been married almost 8 years. He knows to do that. When I'm upset, it's like, you know, a great douse of water on the fire. It just dissipates, and I feel better, and I feel safe, and I can let my guard down. So, well, we'll have to come back in 8 years and see how she's doing, and you guys are gonna have gorgeous children.
I hope so.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I'm praying for it.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.